In this video, I'll be talking about nutrition and why it's more important than you might think. What you eat during the day matters just as much as how you train, and if you don't lift any weights or train in any kind of way, it matters even more. You can work out 6 days a week even, but if your nutrition isn't consistent and good, then you're gonna leave quite a bit of progress and health on the table. Today, I'm going to break down the basics of nutrition while you're working out. Not many tiny little details or supplements, but kind of the big three. There's protein, carbs, and healthy fats. So I'll try to make it as simple as I can. I'm going to start off with protein. It's the one that everyone obsesses over because, well, for good reason. It's the most important nutrient for also growth and recovery. A good rule of thumb that I follow is about 0.7 to 1 grams of protein per pound of body weight per day. So in the previous video, I said while I'm cutting down, I'm eating about 0.7 because I have less calories in the day. But let's say if I were to bulk up or kind of try to maintain, if I were to eat a gram of protein, I can use some of the extra calories I get from a higher maintenance to use towards protein. You can get protein from quite a few things. You can always start off with some lean meats, like that beef, or maybe if you're looking for a good deal, canned chicken from Costco. Doesn't taste very good, but it's a pretty solid source of protein. Meat is not the only way to get protein. Like in the last video, yogurt, protein shakes, protein powder, even some plant sources, tofu, lentils, those will work. It's just the whole foods and meat is usually probably the best choice. If you're training consistently and not getting enough protein, your muscles simply won't recover or grow as much as they could, even if your workouts are perfect. Okay, next up is carbs. Some people are very scared of these when they shouldn't be. It's your body's main source of energy for pretty much everything you do. When you eat carbs, your body stores them as glycogen in your muscles. What that means is it's fuel for your muscles during intense exercise, workouts, that kind of stuff. If your carb intake is too low, you will feel tired, weaker, and you'll struggle with stuff in the gym and outside, even schoolwork. The right amount depends on how active you are. But a good starting point that I, again, try to follow is about 2 to 4 grams of carbs per pound of body weight. Right now, because I'm cutting down, 2.53 grams is my sweet spot, and it might get a little lower as I get lower in body weight, but yeah, it just depends on your goals. So carbs are very important before a workout, especially as they give you energy. I personally like to eat candy, like the Skittles I bought. Pretty nice. But there's plenty of other carb sources. Have some rice. This is just a little pre-cooked one, but rice is always a good one. Potatoes, even these pretzels, those are great. Lots of carbs. Peanut butter can also work pretty good, especially if you mix it with like a rice cake. Try to get, like what I try to do is about 50 to 100 grams before a workout, if it'll fit in my calories. Like if I have a workout early in the day, I'll just eat a bunch of carbs, go work out, and then get back, eat the protein to help recover, and that is usually a pretty solid game plan. All right, finally, last but not least, fats. They are usually misunderstood, but very, very important for your health. Fats help regulate hormones and support your overall body health. You don't need a ton, but you do need some. Around 20, maybe 30% of your calories should come from healthy fats, not so much the saturated fats and all the stuff that everyone eats quite a bit of, including me. I eat too much quite a bit. Cutting fats out completely or just too low for too long can hurt all the strength, progress, recovery, even your mood. I have experienced that actually. So some good ways to get some fat in. Just cook with like some olive oil. You get quite a bit from this and it's on the healthier side. Like I'd recommend that if you're trying to get fat in. Another good source to get fats in is salmon. That's one of my favorite. It also has protein, but it also has some healthy fats. And I know I'm not talking about supplements or anything in the video, but for fats, taking fish oil, that's a good way to get some fats in without having to use as many calories on it. So to put all those things I just talked about together in a pretty, I think a pretty simple way, a simple formula. Eat enough protein to recover and grow. Get enough carbs to stay fueled for your workouts and the rest of the day, not just for the workout. Include healthy fats for hormones and balance. If you can dial in these 3 nutrients as well as you can, it'll make more of a difference than any supplement or fancy diet could. Just focus on consistency, not perfection. I like to live by those words quite a bit. I just try to be as consistent as I can with what I do, because it's what you eat every day that'll build up the results, not what. Hopefully this video was not too boring, and I hope you learned something about your diet. Thank you for watching.